Benjamin Cañas.
Mr. Cañas, this is the time for your initial appearance. You are here on charges of armed robbery and kidnapping, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, and burglary. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire the attorney of your choice. I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you, and you do have counsel seated next to you for the purposes of today's hearing. We're going to talk about your conditions of release, and in considering your conditions of release, I have reviewed information provided about you by pretrial services. I have also reviewed the interim complaint and the state's request. The state is recommending that you be held on a bond of $75,000 and that if you post that bond, you be released to pretrial services. Would the state like to be heard further?
Your Honor, it looks like pretrial updated their website with a DOC hold. That really doesn't change the equation for the state. He is a yes on the NVCA, and this is a fairly brutal crime, and he has priors for, well, here it is, armed robbery, kidnap, he served prison time, ag assault on a corrections officer, ×2. This person is incredibly dangerous. State moves for 75,000 PT plus PTS, notwithstanding the DOC hold.
Thank you. Defense?
Your Honor, given the DOC hold, I agree that a bond makes sense here. I'd like the court to consider that the incidents all involve the display of a firearm rather than something more serious, and that he's a lifelong resident of Arizona.
Thank you. I am going to impose a bond of $75,000, cash or secured. If you happen to be released, you'll be released to pretrial services. You'll submit to any monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial services. Possess or consume no alcohol or illegal drugs. Possess no firearms or weapons, sir. If there are any firearms in your possession, you must surrender them to local law enforcement. Have no contact with the alleged victims. Do not return to the incident locations. And I did, before the DOC hold was in place, I did have the order to contact your assigned parole officer on the first working day following release from custody. That may not be necessary, depending on how things go in your underlying case. Your next court date in this matter is going to be March 17th. That's at 1:30 in the afternoon. That's at Pima County Justice Court for a preliminary hearing. That date could change, so you want to keep in touch with your attorney. If you were to be released and fail to appear for future court dates, a warrant could issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yep, let's go.
All right, thank you. You're all done.